All right, tonight's the night Jazz fans have been waiting for. Celtics in town, and it's the return of Gordon Hayward for the first time since leaving Utah for Boston. Gordon Hayward knew that he would get it loud and proud from Jazz fans, and he was right. Jazz fans letting Hayward have it in the introductions, but it didn't take long for Hayward to get on the board, getting booed as he scores. Joe Ingles, man, he was feeling it tonight. Steps back and, bam, drops the three. Then he comes right back. Bam, got another one. Jazz were up 7 at the half. Then Jazz began to pour it on in the third. Jay Crowder. Jazz would build the lead to 20, but Boston comes storming back. Marcus Smart. And now the lead is down to 4. Second half, Crowder finishes it off. And then Crowder again. And the Jazz pull away in the final minute of the fourth to win it by 10. Crowder, 20. Ingles, 27. Hayward, 3 of 9 shooting, 13 points. All right, after a year of reviewing and investigating, the NCAA has handed out penalties to the BYU basketball program in the wake of Nick Emery receiving benefits from boosters. NCAA releasing the report detailing the violations today, and it says that 4 boosters gave Nick Emery more than $12,000 in cash, meals, golf, and a use of a car. The Committee of Infractions also felt, even though it was only 1 athlete that was involved, it was concerned about the level of unmonitored access the boosters had to a prominent student athlete. So it handed out these penalties: 2 years probation, reduction of a scholarship, already self-imposed by BYU, recruiting restrictions, and the big penalty, BYU must vacate all wins in the games that Nick Emery played, which totals 47, which means Dave Rose's coaching record drops from 329 wins to 282. Now, BYU had this response to the penalty, saying, "We are disappointed with the decision. The vacating of records penalty is extremely harsh and unprecedented. Given the details of the case, for more than 2 decades, the NCAA has not required an institution to vacate games in similar cases where the Committee of Infractions found there was no institutional knowledge or involvement in that violation." The university plans to appeal the decision. Cougars had to forget about those NCAA sanctions, quickly hosting Utah Valley tonight. Early in the second half, Utah Valley Isaiah White gives the Wolverines a 3-point lead. Then the Cougars go on a 10-2 run. TJ Haws, he'll drain the 3, and the Cougars pull away to beat the Wolverines by 10. Utah State beat Hartford, and Weber State also beat Bethesda tonight. 3 more high school football semifinals. We'll head up to Rice-Eccles when we come back. Well, the high school football title games are set for next week, as we had 3 semifinals today up at Rice-Eccles. Jeremiah Jensen was there for the 4A and 5A semis.
Yes, Rod, the game of the day was a battle of unbeatens. 12-0 Olympus versus 10-0 Corner Canyon. A 5A state semifinal that came down to the final minute. Olympus would find the end zone first on a 42-yard run by Tommy Polton down the sideline and into the end zone. Corner Canyon would tie the game on a great catch by John Mitchell. He had 8 catches for 130 yards. Olympus took the lead just before the half. Jackson Frank to Noah Benny. 15-14 Titans. The Olympus lead held until late in the fourth. The Chargers grind out a 12-play, 80-yard drive to take the lead. Caden Johnson from 1 yard out gives Corner Canyon a 20-15 lead. Olympus has less than 2 minutes to mount a comeback, but their hopes are dashed when Andrew McDonald intercepts this pass. Corner Canyon defends their perfect record and has reached the state championship game for the first time.
We've been working so hard for this, and to have a heartbreaker last year in the semis and then come back and win this one, it feels so good. So, you know, we're ready, and we're going to work hard next week, and we're going to give our best shot, so we're excited.
The other 5A semifinals, Skyridge and Roy. Skyridge would score first thanks to a remarkable effort by Ma'a Natoa, hurdling a defender and running through multiple defenders for the touchdown. The Falcons would go up 14-0 in the first after Jaden Clemens connects with James Palmer for a 21-yard touchdown. Roy strikes soon after. Jackson Dart with a deep ball to Deontay Davis. 60 yards, and Roy has some momentum. but Skyridge would score 21 points in the second quarter. Clemens with a deep ball of his own. Nathan Upham has a 29-yard touchdown. The defense then gets in on the fun. Dart's pass is picked off by Bladen Tongiai. Pick 6. Skyridge goes on to win this one 42-15. They reach the 5A state championship game in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, you know what? We started something and we left it out there last year. I'm here to go take it back and with my team.
The 4A semifinal, defending champ Orem and Pineview. Orem asserted their dominance early, and they did it with their ground game. Noah Sewell, a 34-yard touchdown run to put the Tigers on the board. After they recover a fumble on the kickoff, Orem scores again. Sewell from 15 yards out, 21-0, less than 5 minutes into the game. After scoring from a yard out, Orem quarterback Cooper Laga breaks free for a 67-yard run, 34-0. They go on to win this one 62-20. Orem will defend their title against Dixie on Friday. At Rice Eccles Stadium, I'm Jeremiah Jensen, Sports Beat.
All right, Jeremiah, thank you. The 1A, 2A, and 3A football championships taking place tomorrow at Weber State. We'll be right back. And once again, in Gordon Hayward's first trip back to Utah since leaving for Boston, the Jazz beat the Celtics by 8. Gordon Hayward had 13. Joe Ingles for the Jazz had 27. We're waiting for Gordon Hayward to meet the media to talk about his experience coming back. He has not done so, but when he does, you can see that over on our new sports page, KSL Sports.com. Big weekend of sports. Tomorrow I'm leaving for Kansas City to be with RSL in the second leg of their MLS semifinals Sunday at 1 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody. See ya.